Yeah, couldn't. I feel like I've played enough matches now. I'm ready. I feel pretty good on the court, and there's certainly no better challenge than coming up against Simona right before a slam. It's kind of the perfect opportunity for me to go out there and play freely and try a few different things, and then get ready as best that I can to try and win that match. Yeah, look, they were actually back-to-back weeks in Montreal and Cincinnati. I think they were last year, so I'd never played her before that, and obviously they were both tough matches. I was in both of those matches and let my opportunities slip, so I know that if I do the right things, I'll certainly get my opportunities, and then it comes down to execution and trying to do the right things. But she's the ultimate competitor. She's the best in the world, and there's no one better to come up against to test your game. Yeah, for me it's pretty straightforward. I think we focus purely on this tournament first, and then worry about next week, and that certainly worked for us well last year. There's not really much I can do about next week sitting here or being in Sydney, so we try and do as best that we can here, prepare and play as well as we can, and then worry about Melbourne come next Monday or Tuesday when I play. I think win or lose today, I had no stress and no worries that I'd be good to go for Melbourne. So I think it's just another opportunity to go out there and play some good tennis. Win or lose, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm playing good tennis, and it's just an opportunity for me to go out and test myself against the best in the world. I think in a little bit tricky conditions, it's a little bit swirly in that court. Not that it's easy to see from the outside, but I think particularly how well I returned and got into those return games. A few areas in my serve I'd like to clean up, but look, it was a pretty straightforward match, which is what I'm most pleased with. Yeah, well, certainly when I play Elena, it's a big point of difference, and it's something that I try and implement a lot more than coming over my backhand. That's certainly one of the points that I focus on when playing her, and I think probably the ratio of me slicing to coming over backhands was pretty favourable towards the slice, and that's something that we focus on, and I know that then I'll get opportunities to either keep using the chisel or get around and use my forehand. Wow. No, I like them. They're not much different from the previous Wilson ball. I think they're a very fair ball. They play a little bit differently in different states with different weather, but look, I think they're a pretty fair ball and they play well on the flex cushion. Yeah, it takes some adjusting, it takes some getting used to, but the last couple of years I felt really comfortable. The support that I get in Australia is amazing, and in Melbourne's kind of the next level as well. It's a hell of a way to start a year, and hopefully I can go out there and play well. I expect myself to prepare and do everything right so I can go out and perform at my best for myself, my team, and the Australian public. I think I'm going to have to serve well. She's probably the best returner in the game. No doubt I'll have to serve well and try and construct my points very well. Using my forehand is obviously no secret. When I can get more forehands and backhands, I feel like I'm in control more of more points. But it's going to be an extremely physical match. So hopefully serve well, look for forehands, and see how we go. Yeah, it was, but we were kind of the understanding that was how it was going to move when I think it was a men's match that went 5 sets. And I think there was a women's match previously that had also gone quite a while, and we had been given the heads up that the change was a possibility. So yeah, I was ready. It was just kind of dependent on that men's match when it finished, but I was aware of it and ready to move if we had to, and in the end we did. But yeah, we were aware of it an hour or two before. Margaret Court isn't an ordinary court. It's still a beautiful court, and I love playing out there. So it was, it's a tennis court that's the same lines, the same measurements and dimensions. One's just got a few more seats around it, but both are beautiful courts. I'm very lucky to play on either of them.